Hey, howdy there again, folks. Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering of my Sampler Platter. Yes, indeed, folks, Sampler Platter video, series videos I've been doing for a little while now. We're going to go over there and try out food and drink items, usually weird or new things that hopefully you haven't tried so that I can go over there and give you the skinny. While I'm doing it, I'm usually wearing a cool shirt. Today is no exception. Got my Mantra of Morta shirt. Still rocking that one. I'll get to that in a second. Peter Can Thunderbolt poster's up there. He's not going anywhere. I mean, he might be, because, like, I'm actually moving some stuff around in the room. But, like, he'll be around somewhere. You know, we'll fit him in. He's Peter Can Thunderbolt. There's things. Crappy Old Ladder is still there. He's behind that door. He didn't do anything wrong, but, you know, just needs to hang out back there for right now. So anyway, folks, all that said, what am I trying for y'all today? Well, I just got through doing Pokemon cereal because, folks, it is my cereal spectacular. I have a Charmander. He was part of the last review. He's not part of this one, but he's adorable, and he's fantastic. But yeah. So I'm doing a bunch of cereals because I've had a bunch of cereals for a while now, and they end up on my fridge, and then I forget about them because I don't do very much on my fridge, except that's like where all my takeout menus are and stuff. But, excuse me. So yeah, I figured, screw it, I'm just going to do a bunch of these in a row. Release them all, in theory, one after another. We'll see how that goes. Whatever's relevant, kind of. I have, like, so much stuff that's just backed up that just, I don't even know when I'll ever get to it, but sure, why the hell not? So what am I trying for y'all today? Well, I teased it in the last one, so I'm going to hold off, folks. We're gonna save that one for the finale. Instead, today we're going to do, boom, cookies and cream Rice Krispies. Now, I've done a few cereals on my show before. Palate cleanser. Oh, by the way, I forgot in the last one I was going to talk about the milk flavor of the Pokemon cereal. If you're watching this one, it just kind of tasted like milk with a little bit of cereal. It really didn't give it much of an added kick. But anyway, yeah, I've done a few cereals. A lot of the cereals that I've done on the show, when I say a lot, I mean like maybe like the 3 that I've done. By and large, they're basically rehashes on old favorites. And it doesn't get a lot older than Rice Krispies. Rice Krispies is an old-ass cereal. It is up there, man. Because I think Corn Flakes, more or less, like, the first, like, modern cereal. And I think this was, like, right after that. So, it's been around a while. We got Snap, Crackle, and Pop. I don't even know. I got it right. It's on their hats. I know that's for our benefit, but being, you know, that I'm older and everything like that, you know, I have a different take on things. That just makes me feel like maybe there's something wrong with them and they just can't remember their names anymore. But whatever. Flavored with other natural flavors. Sabor natural con hortas saboras naturales. Viva la cereal. Rice Krispies treats recipe on the back. Snap, Crackle, and Pop. What the hell are they so, like, okay, I get that they're, like, maybe, like, little elves or some shit, but, like, okay, why is one of them, like, one of them's, like, one of them's kind of a chef, I understand that. One of them's, like, sort of, like, a ship hand, like, pirate guy, and then, you know, Pop is, like, a band leader or some shit? Does he have, like, military rank? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so it's freaking cookies and cream Rice Krispies. And I do love, by the way, if you notice, that's clearly an Oreo, but it's a non-branded Oreo. It's some generic bullshit Oreo. Oh, man. Who did they piss off that they couldn't get Oreo in on this? I mean, like, I know Oreo has their own cereal right now. I might even eventually one day do a thing of that, but it's been out for a while now, so. Like, Oreo will put their fucking name on anything, man. Like, I don't know. So, anyway, We've got, yeah, it's got a Rice Krispies treat recipe on the back. I'm not going to read it. Make your own damn Rice Krispies treats if you want them. 160 calories. How much sugar do you have? What is this thing? Oh, total sugars. There we go. 13 grams. So that's about what the Pokemon cereal was. So, yeah, I found these, by the way, in a Menards. Menards, if you're not aware, you know, depending on where you're at and stuff like that, mostly known as, like, basically a giant, like, hardware and, like, home supply store. You know, they got lumber and saws and stuff. And then they also have, like, a grocery section. Sure, why not? I once got a Blu-ray copy of, was it Double Impact with Dennis Rodman and Jean-Claude Van Damme there? But what the hell? Let's eat some Rice Krispies. I like Rice Krispies, but I've got to admit, they were always more fun to listen to than they were to eat. I always enjoyed that gimmick. But, open. Yeah, my mom's way of getting around it, because it was the 90s, she'd go over there, she'd make me a thing of Rice Krispies, and then take some chocolate syrup. Not a lot, just a little bit to pour it in there. You know, it's good times. Then eventually, you know, I did Cocoa Krispies, so what? Open. Ooh. That smells pretty good. That genuinely has like a hit of like a cookies and cream type of smell. I mean, it's kind of faded because like I opened the thing, you know, it kind of, you know, spent its load as it were. But yeah. All right, let's do the thing. I'm not gonna do a whole lot because I made that mistake last time and I did way too much. So, you see, looks like Rice Krispies, but it's got little black spots on it. Normally that would mean that it's gone off or there's rat turds. Could still mean that too, but, you know, probably the cookies and cream thing. Milk. Oh, that's still fun even in my 30s. There's some joys, folks, that just age can't take away from you. I mean, I suppose you could lose your hearing, you know, but just the simple joy of the snap, crackle, and pop of Rice Krispie treats. But with a new kick. So let's see how it goes. Will it be as good or better than my mom putting chocolate syrup in it when I was a kid? Okay. That is not bad, but it's an interesting not bad, and here's why. So, you can still taste like the classic Rice Krispie taste, which isn't a bad taste. But what they've done, they've added in just a little bit of that sweetness with that cookies and cream taste, but it's not very pronounced. And I think that's a really good thing. Maybe it's just because I'm getting older. But even though I can still occasionally enjoy some awful, you know, little kid cereal that I shouldn't be eating, I appreciate the fact that they were more subtle with it. Like I was talking about with the Pokemon one, if this shit had been in the 90s, it would have been extreme, okay? Not only would the cookies and cream flavor, they'd have had the thing with Oreo. Let's get that straight right now. Not only would it have been like the biggest, the flavor just would have been intense, okay? Freaking, you know, snap, crackle, and pop. The commercials, they would have been over there. They would have been like, you know, backup band with like, I don't know. What's a good band example for this? Disturbed. Sure, we'll go with that. Even though I think they broke out more in the 2000s, but whatever. And it would have come with like a free skateboard. Being that it's 2021, time I'm doing this, it's more dialed back. I don't think that's a bad thing. This is a cereal that I could see actually going over there and just eating because. Versus, again, like some of the more gimmicky cereals or candy-like cereals, where, like, that's pretty hard for me to justify at this point. But this, it's just a little bit of an extra thing on an old favorite, and it's not bad. It's not too much, at least for me. Yeah, I mean, would I recommend it? Sure. It's kind of a weird marketplace because I don't know exactly who it's going for. Because if you're old enough to really have a fondness for Rice Krispies at this point, you're probably out of the age where, like, you're doing, like, you know, cereal like this. I mean, maybe you could go over there and try to, like, you know, graft it on your kids, you know, get them to enjoy it. This might be a way to get that into that. But there's like way better options, right? But strictly just for like taste reasons, like it's not bad. It's probably not something that, like, you know, again, little Jimmy who, you know, might be used to all kinds of sugary stuff, probably not going to be super into it, but it's not bad. Tastes pretty good. So I can dig it. I really can. It's not super duper amazing, but it doesn't have to be. It's just a good tasting cereal. Like I said, I think they made a smart decision adding it in just to give it a little something extra, but also keeping it light. So that's my takeaway from it, folks. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to sign off here. If you could, do 5 things for me before I go. Have yourself a spectacular rest of your day, awesome rest of your week, fantastic rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. If you could go over there and have yourself a snap, crackle, and pop of a hell of a rest of your life. Those elves, whatever the fuck they may be, they've been doing it for a long-ass time, excuse me. So clearly they're doing something right, right? Sure. File 2 things for me, folks. If you could, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is always appreciated, though, I promise, even if it doesn't always feel like it. If you can do that, sometimes you can't do that. I know I can't do it all the time. Try not to be an asshole. It's like the minimum barrier of entry, right? Like, we can do that, right, folks? I mean, you can't do it all the time. Sometimes, you know, you slip, you have a bad day, but let's try to dial it back. We can do it. I believe in us, folks. Believe in us. Final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to do. Maybe you got it your own. There's a hamster over there, and it's adorable. It's breaking my attention. Maybe you're over there and you got some wacky idea of, you know, you're going to vamp up some old cereal. You know, you're going to go over there, you get some Honey Nuts and Oats, except screw the oats, man. It's Honey Nuts and, Hershey's Kisses. No, don't do that. Hershey's Kisses cereal kind of sucks. And by kind of, I mean does. I'm not going to do a review for that. I tried it like 2 years ago. It's ass. But I don't know. You're going to, just whatever the thing is for you, folks. You know, just go out, kick some ass, do the thing, all that good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. All right, folks? Bye.